This is My Medical Mysteries, where we explore conditions and ailments that you may have never heard of, but are very real in people's lives. Tonight we begin with a phenomenon where the phrase, "I see what you're saying," is taken literally. A condition where you can see sounds or hear colors. Or instead of seeing plain writing as black, you see a rainbow of colors. Or where you can taste when you hear certain words. Josh Benjamin is here to help us explore and understand this unusual condition.
It's called synesthesia, and it gets its name from a Greek word meaning to perceive together. It's where two senses mix, causing them to work together involuntarily. For instance, one woman in San Francisco hears music and sees the notes in different colors, or an Iowa woman who sees each letter she reads in a different color. Researchers estimate that there are around 35 different types. Often those with synesthesia do not learn right away that what they are experiencing is uncommon, and that not everyone sees the world as they do. Let's talk to Joe Craven, who truly sees the world in a different way. Hi, Joe. Thank you for talking with us.
No problem.
When did you realize you had synesthesia?
I always knew I was a little bit different, but I didn't really realize I had synesthesia until like 8th grade when I was listening to a song and I really liked this color, so I pointed it out, and then everyone looked at me like I was super weird.
Describe to us the type of synesthesia that you have.
I have chromesthesia, which is where the sound and the color sensors are cross-wired. So whenever I hear things, I see the color in front of me.
So is every person a different color?
Sort of. There are a few people who don't have colors, and I'm not sure why.
Is it hard to focus on what people are saying, or does it help you focus?
I'm partially deaf as well. So in small group settings, it helps a lot so I can tell which person is talking. But in a group of like 10 or more, it's extremely hard because it's just a color mash.
Would you say that your gift is a positive or negative thing?
It can definitely be both. It's one of the best things in my life, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. But there are a few negative side effects, like you get migraines constantly, and it's pretty hard to focus. Like you can black out and stuff from the colors.
Well, thank you, Joe. Thank you for sharing and for helping us understand synesthesia.
Yeah, no problem.
We bring in Dr. Olivia Allard to help us see what's happening inside a synesthete's brain. Doctor, what's going on here?
Carter, it's still unclear which parts of the brain are involved in synesthesia. However, it is quite obvious that different parts of the brain that normally work independently of one another somehow are mixed together in synesthetes. So instead of just the visual cortex firing when you see a word, the taste or auditory portions fire with it as well. Also, the synesthetes' reactions are highly consistent. They don't change. The note F is always a reddish shade of rust for them, a 3 is always pink, or the word truck is always blue.
Doctor, how common are these reactions?
It is estimated that nearly 5% of the population has synesthesia, but research on how common it is in its infancy. Many feel a little afraid to admit that they have the condition because they are uncertain how people will react to the news. But many very creative, successful people are synesthetes. Leonard Bernstein, Duke Ellington, Billy Joel, Jeffrey Rush, Itzhak Perlman, Eddie Van Halen, Stevie Wonder, and Pharrell Williams are just a few.
Wow, Doctor, I had no idea. Thanks for filling in the blanks to help us understand synesthesia. Imagine in your mind's eye that you have synesthesia and can see colors or words. Pretty cool, right? Now imagine if you couldn't see your mind's eye and you can't see those colors, or even remember what shapes or faces look like. That is aphantasia. Kylie Miller now joins us with this story.
Close your eyes and picture the beach, or even a beach ball. Notice each detail about them, the bright colors of the beach ball, or even the grains of sand. Do you see it? If not, you may suffer from aphantasia. In aphantasia, your mind is blind. You can't see in your head your mom or your dad's face. You can't see a stream. You know there's water and rocks, but your mind cannot put that into a visual. One 44-year-old can't remember anything of real significance in his life. His wedding day, the birth of his sons, anything big like that he cannot see in his head. Instead, he thinks with words and concepts, not visuals. Simple tasks can be difficult with aphantasia, such as finding where you parked your car. You can't visualize where it's parked. Instead, you take a picture or write down a stop where it's near. Researchers have discovered that the size of a person's visual cortex, the part of the brain responsible for perceiving images, correlated with how strong their mental imagery is. Another medical mystery of the brain that we are just now beginning to understand.
Aphantasia seems pretty scary. Being mind blind is no joke. Thankfully, not all medical mysteries are as scary. Some just to make you wonder. After her jaw surgery, Lisa Alamina woke up with her twangy Texas accent replaced with a British one. Alamina's new accent is caused from a very rare condition called foreign accent syndrome, with only around 100 cases ever reported. FAS affects a patient's rhythm and tone of speech, making their speech seem foreign from their native tongue, and there is no known cure. The syndrome has been linked 86% of the time to neurological damage caused to the part of the brain containing speech, usually from a stroke, trauma, or other diseases, but not with Lisa. Lisa says she is the same person no matter what accent she has. It doesn't define who she is. A message to remember: we are defined by our actions. When we come back, we'll bring you a heartwarming story of twins conjoined from birth and how they have defined success in their lives ever since.
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm addicted to cupcakes.
Hi, Karen.
It all started when... These cupcakes are pretty good.
Watch out, they're really addicting.
Where'd you get them from?
Cupcake Addict.
Thanks.
Hi, welcome to Cupcake Addict.
Hi, can I get a cupcake?
Yeah, absolutely. Today is Sunday, so our specials are chocolate chocolate, vanilla vanilla, birthday cake, and wedding cake.
I'll take a wedding cake.
There you go.
Here you go.
Oh, hey, Karen, right?
Yeah, I think those are mine.
Oh, okay. See you next week.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, Karen, how are you?
Hey,
Here's your 4 boxes.
thank you so much.
Have a nice day. I'll see you tomorrow.
See ya. And that's how I got addicted to cupcakes.
Cupcake?
Thank you.
Welcome back to My Medical Mysteries. Up next, imagine if you were not defined by you, but by two. Sydney Fisher joins us with a story that is sure to inspire.
Twins Abby and Brittany of southern Minnesota are close. So close, they share everything, including a body. Each conjoined twin has control over half of their body, and they each have separate vital organs. When they were born, it was believed they only had a 1 in 23 million chance of living 24 hours. But the girls are alive and healthy at 23 and are the only known conjoined twins of their type in the world. Every moment of their lives required the twins to cooperate with each other. Each action is a display of perfectly coordinated teamwork. Together, the girls can drive, play piano, and swim. They have now both graduated from college and work as teachers. Their personalities make them an inspiration, says their mother, Patty. They never give up. Anything they want to do, they go out and do it. Just go out and do it. Don't take no for an answer. They say the best part about being conjoined twins is that there's always someone there to talk to, and you are never alone.
Abby and Brittany cannot avoid each other, but they may try and avoid the cold. Most of us do, but what if you had to? What if a winter breeze caused you, in fact, to break out in hives? Caroline Smolt brings us more.
Stay out in the cold for too long and you might get a little windburn. Stay out way too long and you'll get frostbite. But some people get hives with even a brief visit outdoors. This condition is called cold urticaria or cold hives, an honest-to-goodness allergy to the cold. Last December, Roque Tremaglio was out playing with the kids. When he came in, his face had hives and was swollen. Since then, even a cold beverage will cause him to break out. For someone with cold hives, jumping into a swimming pool could cause a fatal reaction. The chilled water can put you into anaphylactic shock and potentially stop your breathing. Doctors say it is treated with antihistamines and about 50% can go into remission. But like many allergies, there is no known cure. Roque says he now has to carry an EpiPen with him wherever he goes, just in case.
Caroline, in this climate, that's one allergy I don't need. Thanks. We end tonight with another ailment that cannot be cured, but has obvious, frightening consequences. Emily Steinmel tells us about a little girl who goes through life with no pain. But in her case, that's not a good thing.
Gabby Gingers was about a day old when a nurse pricked her heel to draw blood, a sting that makes most newborns howl. Gabby slept through it. What a good baby, her parents thought. It wasn't until she started teething that her parents discovered her odd behavior. She would chew on plastic toys, hardcover books, and even her own fingers till they bled. Gabby has a rare nerve disorder called hereditary sensory neuropathy, which means she can't feel pain. Now 16-year-old Gabby, because she has no reflex telling her to stop, has scratched her cornea so many times her vision is 2300. There is no cure, but she is still a typical teen who excels in school, plays the saxophone, and loves hanging out with friends. She just keeps telling herself, "You're normal, you're okay, keep going." She says, "All I want to do is not let it affect me and live my life and be who I am."
To live my life and be who I am. Words we can all embrace. For My Medical Mysteries, I'm Carter Oakley. Good night.